Hello there folks, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, a place where I discuss different topics, usually about spirituality, at times dream interpretation, and well, depending on whether I'll ever read Quora questions and answer them or not. But usually my videos are about spirituality, deeper introspection, and game analysis from time to time. At times also showing some videos regarding my projects, the two RPG Maker projects that I'm working towards, but I'm not interested in making too much fuss with those, at least not for now. So this video is another video in the series called Wisdom Shorts, and it's gonna be about expectations and why this is not a healthy thing to actually have in your own life. Okay, now what basically an expectation is and why it goes well with something that I kind of seem to have declared a war on is the law of attraction. Okay, what I call the flaw of distraction, and I've presented in previous videos why I believe it's nothing else than a new age spiritualist move to confuse people even more. The point about the flaw of distraction is that it makes people a bit complacent in the thing that if they dream enough about something, okay, it will make that manifest. But if you only dream about planting a tree, well, unfortunately, there will be no dream to come into life, okay? Why do you think it is called a dream in the first place? Because you have to not be alive, okay, to experience it. You have to be asleep, okay? And when you are asleep, you're technically not alive. Now, sure, you might say that, from the logics of your mind, your heart is still beating, but to be alive, to be fully alive, means to be fully conscious of everything that you are doing, to be conscious of your breath, of how you keep your spine, and how you keep your body, how you eat, and literally everything in life. Although, of course, it may sound like a real challenge, that's how basically life should be lived, because people breathe unconsciously. They even are not aware of how they keep their spine, and then they wonder why it actually is, hurting. And we're all kind of, guilty about this. But expectation is kind of a very powerful synonym, I would say, with complacency. Okay, why? Because when you expect something, well, you're just doing nothing else than settling down and hoping that your dreams will basically turn into reality. But as I've been saying, dreams will always be unconscious. Even if they look that you are fully conscious and you're having full control over those things, the mind has thousands of layers and each is more capable than the others to simply, uh, screw you over. The way this matrix, this reality, this world actually has been constructed to work, okay, is based on expectation, okay, and what I call expectation is the precipice of demise, okay, it's the, let's say, anti-chamber, okay, of disappointment, because through expectation people usually become complacent. They have done a little bit of something and they expect, okay, that the results will be delivered in their hands. Okay, so many people believe that game development, for example, is easy and they just learn a bit of code, they do a bit of something and then they quit because they can't handle the errors. Okay, that's the problem with expectations. So many people want to, hang out at the finish line, but they don't want to handle the race. Okay, even YouTube, for example, and other social media, okay, they are working on this premise of complacency, okay, and attention seeking. Okay, people basically are turned into attention whores. Why? Because every time many people post videos, okay, even think about YouTube and Patreon and so many of these videos, okay, until you have a great base of followers, okay, and real followers. I'm not talking about purchasing, bot subscribers to show that, you have millions of subscribers, which, well, in many cases, especially with mainstream people, those are bots. Okay, there are bot accounts that can easily be purchased, okay, for a certain price. And if you're aware of friend bots on YouTube, well, that's what basically those fake subscriber counts are in many mainstream people's subscriber counts. So Most of those aren't even real people, which shows how sick this society is. Everything is faked. So many people on social media post fake lives, and the reason why is attention seeking. Their life is so void, so empty, that they need to lie about them having some, realistic existence, okay? Because they're basically energy vampires. People focus on those, and their anger and disgust of their own, thinking about the others' potential lives, simply feeds those people who post these fake lives. Those people may not be conscious of the fact that they are energy vampires, okay? But they like it because, well, the more void you become, you're basically overcome by certain entities, okay, that take control of your over your mind, and they subconsciously give you all sorts of thoughts and ideas which you will simply follow because of what you call as necessities. But a necessity is basically nothing else than an expectation, because when you need something, when you say that you want something, you acknowledge that you don't have it. Okay, that's what the flaw of distraction says, and to this I kind of agree, because this is not what the flaw of distraction says. This is basically a psychological principle, the way the mind works. When you want something, it doesn't mean that you will necessarily work towards it, okay? Because wanting it usually poses you in a complacency situation, okay? You don't want it actually. You just dream about having it, but you're not interested in working towards it because you're ignorant. That's how society teaches us to be, because school, parents, and, well, as I've said and other people have been saying, being a child usually is having a slave's life. You always have to do what other people are telling you to do and actually expecting you to do. Okay, so it is even much worse. And their life, these people's lives, being so void, and the more unfulfilled a person is in life, okay, the more they will be displeased of others, because basically their life sucks. But life itself doesn't suck, okay? The individuals suck because, well, if they don't have control over their life, well, it's their problem, okay? But they expect others to do things the way they want, okay? That's a hideous thing to do, because it means that you want to change people. You're not here to change people, okay? And that's why expectations suck, because you're never ever gonna change people, okay? But people are doing this because of power, okay? They have this hideous mindset that if they gave birth to the child, okay, they have full control over the child, and therefore they will proceed into ruining the poor child's existence, okay? But you didn't give birth to the child, okay? You have, as a female, okay, as a woman, you're nothing else than a gateway for a physical body, okay, to be created, okay, which you don't even create, because if you are unconscious of your life all the time, how the heck do you think you have been creating your child? Your body has been creating the child, okay? Just like that stupid thing, okay, that people say, I've raised you, okay, so I do what I want with you, okay? That's an expectation, okay? They only give birth to the child because they have expectations that the child will take all their anger and all their in injustices that they had and misfulfillments in their life, they will take them upon their shoulders and leave, right? That's what so many parents want. That's the expectation of many parents, because ignorance, okay? They think that the child is nothing else than a toy, but you can't put a child on a shelf like a toy, because the child will cry. The child needs nurturing. And then these stupid people ask themselves why on earth they are not loved back by their children. But if you don't love your children, don't think they will love you back, okay? And what these people do in their ignorance is they're breeding nothing else than little monsters, okay? Monsters which might actually end up as greater monsters than them, right? So think about YouTube, okay, and Patreon and all these videos, okay, video platforms where you put videos and you have even that part of it, okay, which is called the tags, okay? When you put those tags, you usually see people put so many dozens, hundreds of tags, okay, because those tags only show your desperation. You want attention, okay? Even if you say, no, I'm not interested in attention, okay? That is just a beautiful lie you're creating, because you want attention. You are a social being, We are social creatures, and the point is, it's not bad to want attention, but if you end up craving it, well, a crave is nothing else than an unconscious aspect, okay? You are making something, you're turning something into something even worse. Why? Because you believe that without that attention, okay, you're not having or you will not have an enjoyable life. Why? Because, well, this also stems from the fact that you have started enjoying being abused. Why? Because all these expectations are causing you suffering, while also you're nurturing your mind with the illusion that if you dream about your perfect life and you don't do anything about it because you're ignorant towards your life, okay, then you will manifest somehow, okay, this life, but without action nothing happens. Okay, thoughts are good to have. Yes, thoughts are just engines towards action, okay, because they will guide you in a certain direction. But thinking about things unconsciously, okay, those won't guide you in a good direction because unconsciousness won't drive you necessarily towards something good. You have to realize what you like and you have to start working towards something that you like, okay? Because not having expectations about anything and anyone in life is one of the principles of happiness. Why do you think so many people are happy? Why do you think ascended masters have been happy? They had no more expectations from life. And well, they also learned how to be alone because so many people are afraid of being alone because they are afraid of their potential and they are afraid of who they actually are because they've been ingraining in their mind that they actually suck. Okay, what you focus on doesn't expand, only your perception does. Because if you tell about yourself that you suck, that's not gonna reduce any one of your talents, okay? It won't. If you're a programmer and you say that you suck, well, you're not gonna be less of a programmer. What you know, and that's it. It's not gonna make you a fool. It's not gonna make you more stupid, okay? You have to be stupid in a way to say that you suck, okay? Because being stupid means that you don't know shit and you don't even want to know shit. Why? Because think about this case. You say that you suck, but you don't have any foundation for that. It is just the beliefs of other people that you suck, but, well, they also suck, and it's easier to blame others than accept the blame, okay? You are to be blamed that you theoretically and practically suck, okay? Because to a certain moment in life you will do what other people tell you. School, parents, friends, and whatever other people will be telling you that you're not good enough, that you suck, and etc., etc. Yes, and there is a moment that, you know, successful people realize, and it's called embrace the suck. Yes, you suck, but you suck because you're living other people's lives, okay? And their life sucks. Well, life itself as a process doesn't suck, but people have turned their lives into a misery, and you believe that it is the normal. You are also living those people's lives, and you expect that to not be miserable. Well, if you copycat something and you expect not to be that, well, you're not probably living the same reality, are you? Okay? Because if you suck, okay, it's not a problem, okay? The problem is that you're not doing anything about it, okay? If you suck, well, it's good, because basically nothing is working. So change that, and you will see that, well, you will no longer suck. People will tell you that you suck the more you work towards your own projects, towards your own ideas, and, well, because mainly you're doing something that, well, they're either dreaming they could do, and again, not taking any action, or they simply want you to be pulled down, okay, to suffer alongside them, okay. It's called crab mentality, okay. A crab, when it is caught, it will not do anything to escape, but even worse than that, it will use its pincers to grab any other crabs that are willing to escape. And those crabs, upon being caught, okay, again, they will enjoy this mindset that they have that if caught, they will have to simply keep anyone else from escaping. That's how crabs actually work. That's how and why they are easy to be caught in large numbers. So is expectation healthy? Well, if you know what you're doing, kind of is, okay? But basically don't expect the results, okay? Because when you expect things, usually you're never trained okay, to have healthy expectations, okay, and everyone has these expectations, you know, overly inflated expectations that are created by their egos, okay. They believe that they are something on this planet or someone on this planet, and they will achieve something real fast, and reality will smack them in the face to say no, you don't, okay, because things take time to grow, okay. You plant the seeds and the plants will grow in time, okay. There is a season of harvest and there is a season of gathering, okay, what you have been harvesting, okay. And the problem is, uh, you know, people do this successfully and unconsciously, unfortunately, because they only plant seeds that they suck, okay. That's why the most important period of life is in between 20 to 30 years. What you plant there is most likely what will impact your whole existence, because that's when you've been already gathering so many years of being told that you suck, okay. And that's the period of time when you are starting to be a bit more free from your parents, okay, and their influences and school's influence and the such. And the point is, if you're not cultivating anything in there, well, you will not be gathering anything, right? So if you keep cultivating that you suck, okay, the problem is you will be gathering results that you suck, because that's how the mind works. It only focuses on certain things. For example, in my case, up till I passed the driving license exam, okay, I wasn't aware of how many driving license, you know, test cars there were, okay, for people to learn how to drive, okay. But afterwards, I would see so many of those, okay, because once you acquire something and you focus on, even unconsciously, okay, that's basically how your awareness expands, okay, how your perception of life expands, because those things that you are now aware of, they also existed before you became aware of those, okay, but now you're just aware of those, okay. And to me there were so many. So as I've been saying, only your awareness, okay, only your perception expands, okay, not reality itself, okay. So all this being said, hopefully you like the type of videos that I'm creating. Feel free to like and subscribe, feel free to share them with others so that we can raise the awareness of people. And well, all this being said, you are loved and appreciated. Become introspective and you will see that the answers you are seeking are just there inside of you. And all this being said, you are loved and appreciated. Take care. Ferenc on board, signing out.